Good morning, North Branford, and welcome to the Winter 2022 ThunderCenter. I'm Nate.
And I'm Paul. Let's jump right into it. The fencing team was looking to build off their success last year with many eager swordsmen and women returning for the season. The team was looking to be competitive this year, and Nate was on site to capture the moment.
The fencing team had many meets lined up right here at North Branford High School. Come take a look. The fencing team had a new coach this year, just like the boys' basketball team. Mr. Ward has a fencing background and was able to give the team an edge with his knowledge.
With the arrival of our new coach, he brought forth a lot of new strategies that we could go through.
The team of 6 had a great season and would have won even more if they just had some more players. With not enough players, the team had to take a loss of 1 point, which was enough to make winnable games a loss. Everyone on the team is looking for new players, especially with 66% of the team graduating this year. Despite being a small team, they were able to place quite well. Lisa, sophomore, placed 4th in the novice tournament after she started fencing for the first time. McKenna, the senior captain, had a positive KD of 1.7, and Zach Ford had a successful season this year with a 7th place finish in the JV tournament. The team had a great season, with many individuals scoring well in their tournaments. The future of the team is not so bright, with so many people graduating. Here's what senior captain McKenna Stone has to say about it.
Well, right now we only have Josh and Lisa, so they are likely our captains for next season. And we have to go down to the middle school this spring and talk to some underclassmen about joining so we have a viable team for next year.
The fencing team had a great season this year. They're still looking for more players though, so next year be sure to sign up. For the T-Bird News, I'm Nate Higgins.
The winter cheerleading season mainly consists of cheer competitions. This year was a little different. Here's Carly to tell us more about it.
Cheerleading is one of the few sports that rolls from one season into another. Let's go see what they've been up to this winter. The winter cheerleading season usually consists of competition between various schools who showcase the routines they've choreographed.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Unfortunately, this was unable to take place for North Branford's team this year due to certain circumstances. I talked to Avery Katz to learn more.
A couple of challenges we had were the team size, and we had a lot of injuries that affected the rest of us too. We didn't end up competing this year, but we get to use our routine for next year, and a couple of us got to compete at all shorelines.
However, the girls were still able to make the most of their season through cheering at football games and having fun choreographing their routine at practice. They look forward to taking everything they've improved on this year and being a strong team for next season.
My favorite part of cheer is stunting.
So some of our goals were doing good at comp, getting our stunts down, getting better tumbling, and just getting our whole routine down and working through the season.
It looks like the girls had a lot of fun this season. For T-Bird News, I'm Carly Parenti.
What many people don't know is that North Branford co-ops with a few other schools in certain sports. This gives athletes a chance to compete in sports that we may not be able to offer here. Paul is here to tell us more about some winter co-ops.
Some of North Branford's athletes have teamed up with other towns to participate in their sport. Let me take you deeper. Aislinn Aiken is part of Hamden's girls hockey team. They earned themselves 7 wins with some good ones against Amity, West Haven Sacred Heart, and Mossick. I pulled her for an interview.
The season went really well this year. We won a lot of games, which was really fun. And as this co-op team had 9 different talents, it was really cool to meet a bunch of different people. Some I already played previously with on my travel team, so that was really fun. I grew this year by getting a lot of goals. I was the 2nd highest scorer on the team, and I was on the 1st line, which was really fun. And I actually tried out a new position, and I learned how to play center this year, so that was really cool. And next year I'm looking forward to meeting the new towns, because we're also getting 2 more towns next year, so that'll be more people that we get to meet, and I'm looking forward to a great season.
North Branford High School possesses 3 water sport athletes. Spencer Carroll is our sole swimmer, with Allie Farrell and Natalia Guerrero on the diving team. All 3 participate for the same co-op team, Greater New Haven. Here they are on how their seasons went.
So I am the lone female swimmer of the team. There's a total of 3 girls right now, which is the most we've ever had. We've never had 3 before. Our team is a co-op of North Branford, East Haven, Guilford, and North Haven. And so our season's been going really well. We have our best record yet of the 3 years we've been in co-op. My season has been going all right. It's not been my best season I've had, but I've had worse. And with everything going on, it's still pretty good. We're getting into our postseason. Our training's been getting harder and harder, but it's hopefully going to lead to success. And yeah, our team has a lot of personality, I guess you could say. It's a very good team, and we work well together.
I am one of 2 divers on the G&H Swim and Diving Co-op team. Our record this year was 8-1-1, which is very good as opposed to previous years. This was my first year diving, and I qualified for SECs and hopefully states, and SECs is actually coming up soon. My experience has been really, really well, and the seniors have been really welcoming, and the entire team is just really amazing, and I look forward to accomplishing great things at SECs for the team.
I'm a part of the Greater New Haven Swim and Dive team, which is North Haven, North Branford, East Haven, and Guilford on one team. And my season went really well, and we're on postseason now, and I'm really excited.
These athletes did very well in their seasons respectively. For T-Bird News, I'm Paul Raffone.
Indoor track is fully back this year. After having their last season canceled, the team was finally ready to compete. Carly's set on her mark, she's set, and let's go.
After a long hiatus, the indoor track team was back at full speed and ready for action this year. Let's lace up our shoes and check it out. The track team had a very competitive season this year. Where the diamond would normally be their space for running laps, they've had to make some adjustments.
Oh my God, yeah!
Despite this, Captains Reagan Lee and Zach Chittenden were able to lead the team to a successful season. Here are their thoughts.
What I would say to incoming members is to just stick with it, and eventually you'll see progress over time and get to know the team, and it's a really nice sport and bond that we form together.
My favorite memories from the track season were just, hanging out during meets. During meets we have a lot of downtime because, you don't run every event. And so it was just fun hanging out with the team and, making memories, and just, having fun.
Several runners have been PRing and even making it far in competitions, such as Sophie Gambardella in the high jump and Peyton Kaminsky making shorelines and states in the 600. Returning coach Chelsea Harris gave me her insights on how this season went.
This season, we only had one meet in December, and then we had a few weeks of just practice, and when that new variant came out, a lot of people were kind of affected by it, but everybody kind of came together and we were able to fill in where we needed to. We ended up doing really well and taking some of the setbacks from the beginning of the season and turning them around and succeeding.
Through all the ups and downs they faced, the indoor track team held strong and made the most of their season. For T-Bird News, I'm Carly Parenti.
The boys basketball team was eager to regroup and get back on the court this season. They worked hard day in and day out. Nate Higgins brings us to the sideline.
The boys basketball team had an excellent season this year. Come take a look. The team ended with a record of 3 wins to 17 losses. There were many close games. There was a close game between Coggins, HK, and East Hampton. At their senior night on February 14th, the game was action-packed. It was a close game ending 48-50 against a team with a record of 13-10. Here is Jaden Sorrell on how the senior night game went.
Senior night was a tough one. It was a tough loss. We really thought we could get that win, but 2-point loss ain't bad.
The team also had to contend with a new coach, Coach Donahue.
So our new coach was awesome. He did a really good job keeping the team together and positive energy all year, and it was great playing under him.
Senior captain Blake Pearson has this to say about the past season.
I thought we had a pretty good season. We didn't exactly live up to expectations, but we won way more games than last year, so for the most part it was a success.
The future is bright for the team, with many juniors stepping up to play as seniors next year.
I just want to say good luck to all the juniors that are going to be the seniors next year and play every game like this year last.
The team is looking forward to improving next season. There was a boys basketball team shooting hoops. For the T-Bird News, I'm Nate Higgins. Who's ready to drive the Zamboni?
That would be an awesome job.
When I go to the hockey games, I just want to ride that one time.
Maybe one day you can.
For now, Paul's here to tell us about the boys hockey season.
The boys ice hockey team had a very successful season. Let me show you. The boys ice hockey team had a very successful season. garnering 9 wins throughout the span of their season. Their best wins were against Norwalk, scoring 8-0, and Eastern Connecticut, scoring 4-1. I pulled the captains aside to hear how their season went.
My season went all right. Got off to a bit of a rough start with surgery before the first game. I had to get my appendix out, but then came back in the third game strong. Finished off the season 9-11, and now we're heading into the first state game, just looking to get a dub.
Boys did very well. The team got together a lot this season, behind the scenes, at people's houses with pasta dinners. Chemistry was really something that we strived for in the off season, and it just all came together at the end, and we're excited to get going tonight for our first state game.
So we had a good season this year. We had more wins. We came together as a brotherhood. We had a good bond. Everyone was friends. Everyone got along. We worked good as a team on the ice, on and off the ice. It's going to be sad to miss them. No longer playing hockey at North Branford.
Congratulations to the boys for a very good season. For T-Bird News, I'm Paul Raffone. Lastly, we will leave off with the girls' basketball squad. They had a tremendous season this year, and Sam Helwig is here to weigh in on it.
In their first full season back, the girls' basketball team hit the court running. I was able to get a closer look and see how their season went. The girls' basketball team finished their season with a record of 15-7, while also having some big accomplishments as well. With 3 of their players making it into the all-conference ranking, I was able to talk to captains Hannah Sinersha and Marissa Ricardo to see what their most memorable moment was and their goals for the past season.
My favorite memory from the season was when Mitchell and Chris dressed as our coaches and the student section dressed as the team, and they would huddle together whenever there was a timeout.
So my goals going into the season were to finish with a winning record and to make a run in shorelines and states. And I think we definitely accomplished most of our goals, but we definitely could have made it farther in states. But overall, it was a really good season, and we finished with a pretty good record, so.
I was able to get a one-on-one interview with Captain Braden LeBeau, who scored her 1,000th career point and got Player of the Year All-Conference. She finished off the year with 1,209 points. Braden also plays field hockey and lacrosse and is a scholar athlete.
Hi, I'm Sam, and today I'm here with one of our senior athletes, Braden LeBeau. Hi Braden, how are you today?
I'm good, Sam. How are you?
I'm good. How did it feel when you scored your 1,000?
It was really exciting because, I have Sab as my coach and I have really great teammates, so I was really looking forward to scoring it this year with this group of girls. And it was kind of a relief because the whole first half of the game, it was just thinking about scoring it. So when it finally happened, it was really just a relief and an exciting moment.
Is it hard to manage all the clubs and sports, and do you enjoy having a busy schedule?
It can be hard most of the times, but I think that I just find time for things that I want to do, and then it really makes it easier. I enjoy having a busy schedule because I think that it helps with my procrastination. I'm really bad with putting things off, but since I know that I have a lot to do after school, I can kind of find time in my day to get stuff done when I know that I'm not going to have time to do it tomorrow. So I think that having a busy schedule and balancing all my clubs and sports helps me be a better student also.
What's something you do before every game?
So before every game, the starting 5 and seniors, we sit in the bleachers to watch the JV game, and we kind of have just a little talking session. And I always eat my Velveeta crackers before my game. Sometimes I share them with Hannah Sinersha. There's extra, so that's kind of like our little pregame thing that we do.
What's your favorite sport?
Oh, that's a good question. It's probably basketball. I think basketball is my favorite sport to watch, definitely. And it's very close to lacrosse, my favorite sport to play, but it would have to be basketball or lacrosse. I love them both.
You've been a varsity player for your entire high school career here. What has helped contribute to your success?
I think that I've definitely been lucky with the teams that I've been on. I've had great coaches and great teammates, and I just think that hard work and determination has contributed to the successes that we've had as a team.
What was the most memorable moment in your athletic career?
That's a tough question, but I think that definitely one of my most memorable moments would have to be in field hockey, winning the Class S state championship this past season. That was just like a great moment for the whole team after all that hard work, and then had a little party at my house after. So it was just really fun. The whole day was really fun, and it's a great memory that I have.
Except Sab's speaker not working.
Died on the bus, yeah.
What's the best advice you have ever been given?
I think that the best piece of advice that I've received was from Coach Babby Noon, which is it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Because even though it's like a simple piece of advice, it really emphasizes how important it is, how you carry yourself and how you actually execute what you do and not just what you're doing.
Now we're going to get into the lighthearted questions. What's your favorite thing about North Branford?
My favorite thing about North Branford is definitely the people that are here, especially through the sports programs. I mean, I just love all the coaches and the teammates that I've played with, so it's just a really good group of people.
If you were on an island and you could only bring one person, who would it be?
It would probably be my older sister, Avonlea, because she's really funny. We kind of like have the same humor, so I feel like she'd just be a good distraction to have around. And she's also pretty resourceful, so we could probably make a boat. I don't know. Why are we on an island? Yeah.
Maybe get stranded.
My older sister. Yeah.
What's the best pizza place in town?
Well, I like John and Maria's, even though it's in East Haven. I just had to say that. But the best pizza place in town would probably, I don't know, Capone's is pretty good. I live on the North Branford side, so I don't really go.
She likes Big Y Pizza the best.
I like Big Y Pizza. I like the party pizzas. I like the corner pieces. Sue me. Yes, I like Big Y Pizza.
So that's it for this segment. Thank you, Brayden, for being a guest here. And for T-Bird News, I'm Sam Helwig.
That's all we have for this ThunderCenter. We want to say good luck to all the spring sports. I'm Nate.
And I'm Paul.
Roll Birds!